and security can mean different things to different people. In the world of art, there are various works that depict stories about individuals feeling peaceful about their roles in society and a nation feeling secure for having a great infrastructure that is a place for them to worship and pray. The figure of Hatshepsut with offering jars shows her as a male Pharaoh with a fake beard. Being depicted as a male gave her, personally, a feeling that she's the one in charge and helped her feel peace in her own nation. Not only did Hatshepsut gain the power she wished for when she became a ruler, but she also created a nation of peace and security for Egypt. They felt peaceful about the fact that they had a great leader.
The city of the Great Walls derives its name from the massive Cyclopean masonry that fortifies the palace. The citadel presented a basic vaulting scheme where two walls met at a pointed arch and were held in place by their own astonishing weight. Overall, the monumental stone masonry construed a certain freedom and soundness inside the citadel of Turin. The Hagia Sophia, with its profoundly lit interior, created an occult ambiance that ensured the proper worship and prosperity of the Christian religion. The innovative pendentive construction allowed light to fill the interior by placing 8 sets of windows at the base of the dome that looked as if it were suspended by a golden chain from heaven. The fusion of the illumination and the scintillating mosaics, marble walls, and floors that decorate the interior transcends an ordinary place of ritual.
The Great Pyramids of Egypt were built for the pharaohs as tombs. Ancient Egyptians were very religious and believed that the soul continued to live after they died. To survive the afterlife, their souls needed the pharaoh's corpse in the tombs along with the treasures that their souls might have needed in the afterlife. Since the pyramids contained things of value, the Egyptians tried to keep some grave robbers from stealing the treasures by adding traps and false passages to trick the thieves. The Palace of Knossos is the largest on the island of Crete, and its layouts feature a large open courtyard on top of a low hill where all the residential units were. The Minoans' palace did not have huge defensive walls around it like the Mycenaeans did. The Minoans did not fear invasion because of their location on an island. The sea kept them safe and secure from any threat of any invaders. The Palace of Knossos is the largest on the island of Crete, and its layouts feature a large open courtyard on top of a low hill where all the residential units were. The palace did not have huge defensive walls around it because the Minoans did not fear invasion because of their location on an island. The sea kept them safe and secure from any threat of any invaders.
Cato Hugh, often called Town Without Streets. It is built in an incredibly brilliant way to keep invader at bay. There's no door, no streets, just opening at the roofs, which provide access inside and also served as ventilation point. Nalamas, gray stone guardians that stood outside the gates to the citadel served both as a structural support and as a reminder to any Assyrian enemies of the Assyrian powers.
The mosque lamp of Saif al-Adin Turkosmar was from Egypt in the year 1340, which was made out of glass. This piece represents peace and security because it is religious, and it uses a verse from the Quran that compares God lights to the light in the lamp from artwork. The verse is sacred that is used in this Quran verse, representing wealth and security. The script says the God is a light of heaven within a crystal of star and brilliance. Peace and security represented by religion is sending a message to God protecting Muhammad. The Venus of Willendorf represents peace and security because it was used for hunters as a good luck sign for when they hunted to feed the family. The 7 rows symbolizes good luck, and it is used for a goddess of fertility.
To different statues and paintings that portray peace and security in past eras, Neobid Painter has a different kind of story that represents what causes us today to be aiming for complete security in our lives. The story of Neobid Painter is about Niobe, who had 14 children. She felt as if she were superior to Leto, the goddess, that was only able to have 2 children in the world. Leto decided to punish Niobe and sent Apollo and Artemis to massacre Niobe's children. This incident in ancient Greece was depicted in a very harsh way, and is a lesson to the future generations that being violent is not the right way to handle disagreements and arguments.
Many things have changed throughout ages. Civilizations have risen and civilizations have fallen. Gender roles have shifted, views on beauty, formed and reformed. One thing that remained constant was the want and need of the people's peace and their security. As we've seen, the ways of achieving and showing the desire have also formed and evolved with their time, but the core of it remains the same. To keep the people we care about safe and to be safe with them. To have enough to live happily and survive their ease. The works presented in this paper have just been a few examples of how the drive for peace and security have been shown throughout time, all throughout the world, and how people views change depending on the amount of peace and security they